Well, my name is Reggie Kimbro. I pastor in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, but at Geneva, I'm an adjunct faculty member. I teach a course in theological systems. I deal in that course with dispensationalism and New Covenant theology and covenant theology, a little bit on Romanism there as well. I also teach in English Bible. I teach Acts, which is a class I've enjoyed very much. And I've taught another couple courses in the past. I think soon-to-be Dr. Richard Winston will take up. So I'm not sure exactly which other ones I'll have added in. The Theological Systems course, I think, is really a vital course because even though it's not part of the required curriculum, I encourage the students that I have contact with to take it. A lot of the evangelical church, and certainly the vast majority of the fundamentalist church, has been either embracing or impacted by dispensational theology. And our seminary, being Reformed and yet a conservative separatist institution, we have some things in common with these brethren, but yet theologically a very different system. And one of the core parts of that course is I try and give an accurate distinction between the systems. I feel like in the 20th century, the real difference between dispensationalism and covenant theology got blurred. There were many things taught about hermeneutics and the hermeneutics of covenant theology within the dispensational church that really are not accurate. So that's a key part of that course, and I think even for students that may not have been familiar with that or come from that type of background, it will be important for them to know how to interact with those from a dispensational background. Well, one of the blessings of teaching in the seminary is that study for seminary and preparation is not wasted, and it's helped me greatly in the pulpit ministry. I've been able to use some of my own preparation for seminary in the pulpit and vice versa. Pulpit administration has been of help, and certainly pastoral experience to be able to mingle that in with the academic work, I think is going to be very helpful for students, and that's one of the things that we've endeavored denominationally to have over the years as pastoral influence in the classroom. I haven't been privileged to have a lot of contact or interaction with students after they're out in established ministry. Most of the students to this point that I've taught, some have been students outside of the denomination, so I haven't had much interaction with them after their graduation. Others that I've taught are still in the stage either of doing interim or internship or assistant type work. So we're looking forward to more of that in the days ahead. Well, I would say as far as my own background, having been raised in a dispensational church, certainly that laid a lot of the groundwork as I transitioned to the Reformed faith during my college years, to have an understanding of where the other system is coming from, an appreciation for the strengths of the believers that are in these churches and in this system, but yet an understanding of the errors, I think, as well. So having to work through a theological change, not having grown up in a Reformed church, to embrace Reformed theology, and in a sense swimming against the tide, I think in some ways can give you greater appreciation of the Reformed faith because you've had to fight for it. You've had to seek to understand the difficult questions and sometimes the caricatures of Reformed theology that people would have presented to you that really aren't accurately representing what the Reformed faith is.